Tonight on To The Point, we discuss femicide, which is the intentional murder of women simply because they are women. Now, the UN Women estimates the murder of about 45,000 women globally. That was in 2019. So what, as a society, do we need to do better to protect the lives of women? That's a conversation we shall be having with my guests who are already with me in studio. It shall come to you later on in this broadcast. But first, let's take a look at the highlights. The government digs in its heels over Kenya police keeping mission to Haiti.
Sasa tukisikia watu wetu wanaumia, si labda walitoka hapa siku ya slave trade. Si tuende tuwasaidie.
Approval and consent from the National Assembly and Parliament for deployment of our police officers to the country of Haiti. We shall consider all matters that shall come before Parliament.
With top government officials confident of a successful tour. Leaders from the Islamic community in Kenya want the government to make clear its position regarding the ongoing war between Israel and Palestine. Angry and armed residents of Alego storm police stations in protest over the deaths of 3 locals after suspect 6 refugees in police custody. And focus on femicide, a hate crime, the intentional murder of people simply because they are women. Welcome to the broadcast. We're glad you could join us on this 15th day of October. We welcome you, we invite you to engage with us on our social media handles at TV47 News on X, at TV47 Kenya on Facebook, and my X handle is at Grace Kuria Kanja. Once again, welcome to the broadcast. Our sign language interpreter tonight is Rhoda Nyamai, and my name is Grace Kuria Kanja. Now, the government will not relent on its Haiti mission if the latest sentiments by top government leaders is anything to go by. Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua, Prime CS and Foreign Affairs CS Musalia Mudavadi, Interior CS Kithure Kindiki and others have all maintained that the Haiti endeavor remains on course. George Maringa kicks us off tonight.
A day after President William Ruto affirmed to the country that the deployment of Kenyan police to the violence-rocked Caribbean nation of Haiti remains firmly on course.
The analysis clearly showed that we had enough men and women to take care of our policing responsibilities in Kenya and to extend a hand to the people of Haiti.
Top government officials have thrown their weight behind the planned deployment. From places of worship to meetings with members of the diplomatic corps, speaking separately, the leaders affirmed that the government will not relent in this mission. Kenya will deploy 1,000 police officers to Haiti. At Olmotonyi Primary School grounds in Kilgoris, Narok County, DP Rigathi Gachagua, who led leaders in an interdenominational church service, said Kenya should take pride in the fact that Kenyan police officers will lead the force.
Hii Haiti, kama hamjui, watu wanakaa kama mimi ama nyinyi. Sote ni watu weusi. Sasa tukisikia watu wetu wanaumia, si labda walitoka hapa siku ya slave trade. Si tuende tuwasaidie.
Rigathi was accompanied by other leaders, including leader of Majority Party in the National Assembly, Kimani Ichung'wah. Ichung'wah was confident that the motion would sail through.
For deployment of our police officers to the country of Haiti, we shall consider all matters that shall come before Parliament.
Interior CS Professor Kithure Kindiki, who pitched camp in Meru County, expressed confidence that the police officers who will be deployed will succeed in the Haiti mission.
The way in the past Kenyan soldiers and Kenyan troops have succeeded to bring peace in many countries around the world, even this time round, we are going to succeed in Haiti.
Prime Cabinet Secretary, who is also Foreign Affairs CS Musalia Mudavadi, affirmed that Kenya will soon lead a multinational security support mission to Haiti, a country which has faced decades of insecurity and political instability. He wants the international community to support such efforts to attain peace globally.
Given many years in peace building, combined with the support of the international community, we will succeed in bringing peace to Haiti.
While appearing before Senate last week, Interior CS Professor Kithure Kindiki said government will send another team to Haiti next week to assess the legal and diplomatic status ahead of the police deployment. For an initiative that has elicited mixed reactions from different quarters, when all is said and done, eyes will be on the execution and success of the peacekeeping mission in Haiti. George Maringa, TV47, Nairobi.
Right, thank you so much, George Maringa, for that. And leaders from the Muslim faith have called on the government to make a clear stand on the ongoing war between Israel and Palestine. The leaders, who have vowed to conduct a peaceful demonstration in solidarity with the people of Palestine, have condemned the deaths in Gaza as senseless, barbaric, and a violation of human rights.
Just 3 because of time.
According to the Muslim leaders, a peaceful demonstration in solidarity with the people of Palestine will be taking place in the coming days.
We are raising funds to give relief to these people who are suffering, hoping that the world will be able to impose some force to open some of these blockaded gates that food can get inside. We are also going to hold a demonstration in cities and different places in Nairobi as Kenyans to show our solidarity with these suffering people of Palestine.
The leaders, who want the Kenyan government to condemn the orchestrators of the heinous acts, say the humanitarian crisis in Gaza is getting dire by the second.
We are also asking the Kenyan government to dissociate themselves with the activities of the Israelis and civil relations, and if possible, send away the Israeli ambassador immediately and recall our ambassador in Israel to come back as a matter of solidarity to the people of Palestinians.
The leaders' sentiments were echoed by their Christian counterparts, who have called on their congregations to pray for the innocent lives being lost in the ongoing Israel and Palestine war.
Kuna vita huko Ukraine. Even in Kenya, we are not stable. We are not stable yet. We have to pray for our country. Sawa, we have to pray for our country. And we can only be stable if we are stable in our hearts. If we are stable in our hearts.
The conflict between Israel and Palestine dates back to 1948. The ongoing attacks that began on October 7th have escalated to tragic proportions, with the current death toll standing at 3,200 deaths.
Thank you, Zainab Mohammed, for that. Now, 3 people were last evening killed by unknown thugs in North Alego location, sparking off a wave of demonstrations that saw locals storm Kowet and Dere police post to register their anger. This forced police to fire shots in the air and lob tear gas on the demonstrators, who threatened to overrun Dere police post to fish out a suspected leader of the gang that has been terrorizing the locals. According to the residents, the suspect is based at Ndere Trading Center, about 50 meters opposite Ndere police post, and having sensed danger, the suspect made a desperate dash to the police post for refuge. The irate public gave chase and stormed the police while armed with crude weapons. In the ensuing melee, a police van arrived and quickly whisked the suspect away to Siaya police station.
Natoka eneo inaitwa Uhuru Gotoenga. Huko kuna wezi juzi tu walikata mtu wa M-Pesa. Sasa tena jana tuliamka asubuhi tukapata watu 3 wameuawa na mtu mmoja. Kai ntiejo kuwe polisi makagibegi njo kuwe kocho bukar changato gibira ngwech. Kone makinyaga changa ndichopa ngwech. Wanu wao ni polisi makai ko do polisi. Polisi makawa tumekwatwa. Awino polisi makawa tukwatwa waan.
Kazi ya polisi hapa ni pombe, kutafuta watu wanakunywa pombe na kushika. Hapa kwa mtaa hatuwezi tembea, hatuwezi enda mahali, enforcement anytime hatuwezi shika. Watu wametuua sisi kila saa.
Mimi naitwa Nicolas Owino kutoka Gombe Public. Mimi amekataa hii maneno ya watu kuua, saa yote mtu kukufa. Na polisi iko hapa Ndere, umefanya tu kazi ya kununua bangi na chang'aa ameenda kukunywa huko, umelipwa pesa na mama ya chang'aa, hakuna kitu wanafanya.
Female genital mutilation prevalence reducing countrywide from 38% in 1998 to 15% in 2022. Both government and parents have been asked to fully deal with perpetrators of FGM and teen pregnancies with full force of the law. Speaking in Nairobi, stakeholders highlighted the importance of actively engaging men and boys in the fight against female genital mutilation, reiterating that gender equality cannot be achieved without them. Now partnering with men and boys ensures families, communities, institutions and policymakers support and invest in promoting the elimination of FGM.
Government is coming up with a movement of men, whereby we are yet to celebrate for the first time the International Men's Day, bringing men together who are gender sensitive and protecting women and girls, and also empowering the boy, child, and men.
We need men, and that's why we are having this men-to-men engagement. The convening is here in Nairobi, and it's bringing 6 countries to come and discuss the aspect and to come and see how can we put the strategy more visible to them and to the countries. In Kenya right now we have the 2/3 gender rule, which is a good plus to us, and we want to see if this policy can also trickle to other African countries to see the space when it comes to gender equality.
And even as a county, we are glad to say that we have ensured that we include male champions within Nairobi County to support. And we are hoping that this will not only end here, but will also be cascaded to other counties.
And the Postal Corporation of Kenya has been called upon to come to the aid of over 1,500 workers in the communications sector in the country following a 6-month salary delay. The Communication Workers Union Secretary General Benson Okwaro says PCK workers have been stranded for the past 3 years following a 6-month streak of salary delays amid having consultative meetings with respective management to find a workable solution. The union has therefore issued Postal Corporation of Kenya a 21-day strike notice effective 11th October if outstanding 4-month salary and its normalization demands will not be met. They want PCK to give timelines on how all the statutory deductions arrears recovered from members' salaries shall be cleared.
We have reached a point of no return and we have decided to call a strike if the strike will make them move.
Finally, yes.
We are calling a strike
finally
because
something
we
I have.
believe Postal Corporation of Kenya can make enough money if the government of Kenya, who owns it, would decide to make right decisions. One, to put the right board to transform the organization. Yet our members are languishing in poverty. Our members have not had salary. As I talk today, the last salary they earned was the salary in the month of May. So June, July, August, September is outstanding, and we are almost approaching the end of October. How do I sit properly in this place and say, look, I'm a general secretary of a union? We have reached a point of no return, and we are saying that if this money is not paid for all the 5 months, including October, by the end of 31st day of this month, on 2nd of November, we will pull out our member, irrespective of what will happen to them. I know they have been scaring that some of these institutions are not money-making, whatever. To me, it's better if our employees lose their jobs and stay at home rather than leave their houses, going to the offices, and hopelessly going back home without any salary. We have reached a point of no return, and we have decided to call a strike if the
And local manufacturing in the health sector has proven to be the main catalyst to speed up the implementation of the universal health coverage, whose main pillars are commodity security, human resource, technology, and financing of healthcare. And as Elizabeth Atieno now reports, the government, through the Ministry of Health, has vowed to support local production for health products and innovation to cushion Kenyans in dire need of medical services.
Every year, Kenya imports 70% of its medical products as local manufacturers face stiff competition from giant pharmaceutical companies like Pepper, Global Fund, among others. The main reason being the imported products are purchased in India and other countries at an affordable price. But are our local manufacturers willing to lower the cost of their products for easier supply at KEMSA?
Some of the challenges we face as a local manufacturer is obviously pricing from imports. We find that certain products are so cheap that even just the packaging material is more costly. Also, sometimes lead times in packaging material.
KEMSA does the markets are very easy to see how your product is also selling outside, so that because KEMSA will give you this product in bulk, we expect when you buy in bulk, you sell in bulk, the price should be low.
Local manufacturers say the main problem facing the supply of their products in Kenya is challenges in regulation, warehousing and distribution of their products. However, the Kenya Medical Supplies Agency maintains that the ground is fair for both local and international manufacturers.
There is no favorism in KEMSA. Documentation must be right, and if it is done from the government side, register your company, do all the registration right.
On Friday, during the official opening of a 2-day expo for local manufacturers, President William Ruto promised that by 2026, at least 50% of medical products will be produced locally.
We have given very clear instructions to all our public entities that buy pharmaceutical products, starting with KEMSA, that we will not import any product that is being manufactured locally.
The Ministry of Health has targeted local manufacturers in the attainment of UHC, saying if products will be produced locally, then that will save on time normally wasted in transportation and also cut cost incurred on importation of the products.
We are taking away the busybodies who have been marking up on products and making them expensive for Kenyans.
It is projected that the African pharmaceutical market will increase from 56 to 70 billion Kenya shillings by 2030. As such, the Kenya Medical Research Institute, KEMRI, is set to receive financial support from the government to help in research for innovation and developments of locally produced health products like vaccines, medicines, and medical equipments. Additionally, KEMSA is expected to receive 2 billion Kenya shillings to support local manufacturers who will now be able to apply their products in the country without any challenges.
There will be no stock out if we are paid on time. Because, yes, we are sourcing. We take them to the county on a loan. Do you see there is a gap? So, it is not now KEMSA, it is the county government.
And as the clock ticks towards the much-anticipated launch of the UHC rollout on the 20th of October 2023, local manufacturers are racing against time to produce more health products, not forgetting that as of now, Kenya only has about 35 licensed local drug manufacturers. Elizabeth Atieno, TV47, Nairobi.
Thank you, Elizabeth Atieno, for that. Now, it is every woman's dream to have a healthy, beautiful and attractive skin. The journey is, however, not short of its challenges as the monster acne continues to wreak havoc in our society today. It is alarming to note that close to 9.4% of the world's population are dealing with the condition, which brings about low self-esteem and depression. Now, our reporter Nelly Lusigi interacted with a lady with the condition and brings us the following report.
Meet Ingrid Kalsvik. By many standards, she is beautiful. She considers her complexion as one of the more attractive parts of her. But for 6 years, Ingrid's view of herself has been wrecked by doubt, fear and shame. The culprit that has robbed her of sleep, peace and confidence is nothing else but acne.
I've dealt with acne for 6 years now.
For Ingrid, high school was a nightmare because of acne.
You can get to comment about somebody just walking up to you, they're asking you, Kwani, hi Ingrid, hi, how are you? Kwani, what's happening to your face? There were points where I didn't even want to look in the mirror, honestly. And it's not only in high school, because there's sometimes you just feel low.
Tired of shame and pain, she began to search for alternative methods to fight this nightmare. Among the many things that she tried was applying natural products, but these efforts bore no result.
Because in high school, all my days, we used to apply aloe vera, which aloe vera is, I know that one might have helped or whatever. I've done potatoes, tomatoes, ndizi, baking soda, avocado, mayai.
After years of searching for an answer, Ingrid has resorted to one solution. If she can't fix it yet, she'll cover it up with makeup.
People think that you're applying makeup for other people, while in the case itself, it's for yourself. You know, if you look good and if you feel good, you get a boost of confidence. So that confidence was not there for me at the time. So I used to play around with makeup. I think that's where my love for makeup came from. And I don't know, I would just feel confident without my scars being shown, because you don't need the questions. You don't need people walking up to you to ask you, does your face hurt when you touch it?
A popular belief is that this condition is caused by hormonal imbalance and intake of food containing too much protein.
People struggle with acne.
Dermatologist Alice Waweru feels different.
Acne is a skin condition that is very common in adolescents and people of the age of between the age of 9 years to 30 years. So it's just, if I were to explain what it is, it's really an infection, or rather overproduction of sebum, where the sebaceous glands, which produce oil or sebum, they get infected with bacteria we call Cryptobacterium acnes.
She advises that the best way to deal with this nightmare is to see an expert, and makeup is not a solution either.
As we have a classification of acne, where we have mild acne, we classify it as mild acne, moderate, and severe. So meaning whatever rash you have, whatever bump you have, any breakout, you should come immediately to hospital to seek treatment.
Ingrid has a message for anyone suffering with acne.
You end up comparing yourself to very many people, and you forget that there are filters. You forget that there is makeup. You forget that there are products that people cake onto their face. They have layers. So you're here frustrated over a picture that somebody has edited or photoshopped.
A story of hope and resilience is what Ingrid depicts, and she continues to encourage the rest who are struggling with the same condition as hers not to succumb to social media pressure, for it is in our scars that we get to identify who we really are. Nelly Lusigi, TV47.
Thank you so much, Nelly Lusigi, for that beautiful story there. I believe most of us women have at one point in our lives, including myself, by the way, having to deal or dealt with acne. Thank you, Nelly, for that. Let's move on and cross borders now, where fears for civilians are growing as Israel says it is gearing up for the next stages of its war with Palestinian group Hamas, including widespread And to Liberia now, which is preparing for its general elections on Tuesday, which will be the first since the 2018 exit of a UN mission that kept the peace for more than a decade in a country scarred by two devastating civil wars, as well as the 14-year civil war that had claimed 250,000 lives by the time it ended in 2003. 19 candidates are seeking to unseat President George Weah from the Democratic Change Party. Arguably, his biggest opponent will be former Vice President Joseph Boakai of the main opposition Unity Party. To Congo now, and President Felix Tshisekedi of the Democratic Republic of Congo has asked for an accelerated withdrawal of the United Nations peacekeeping mission against a backdrop of successive anti-UN protests over its failure to rein in rebel groups more than 20 years after its deployment to the country. Parts of the DRC are almost overrun by armed militias who mastermind deadly attacks against civilians in their battle for territory and control over the country's mineral wealth. All right, to the world of sports now.